Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel where I show you how to turn your small business into a full-time income. So I just want to address a few things. Number one, I am currently on vacation in Egypt, so I'm staying at my family's house. So if you hear a lot of noise behind me, I apologize, but there's so much going on in the household right now. And also I am wearing something, but it is strapless, so I've been trying to figure out my positioning so that it shows. I'm not sure how to make it work, but anyway, just know that. Okay, so today I am going to talk about how I achieved financial freedom at the age of 25. And I'm not saying this to, I don't know what it's called, gloat or, show off or whatever. I am saying this because I truly think that you should be using money as a tool to do whatever you want, and that's what I believe financial freedom is. Now, each person has their own definition of what financial freedom is. Mine is the fact that I am now able to use money as a tool to live freely and do whatever I want, and I only work when I want to. I don't have to work to be able to pay my bills and all of that. My money basically now works for me. Okay, so I'm going to get right into the video. I do have a few notes here, and I do want to go in order of the notes that I've written down because, if I don't, then I'm probably just gonna be rambling here for half an hour, and we don't want that. Okay, so before we do start off, I did already make a video on my 8 different streams of income. Now I actually have 7, I've cut one out, but I did make a video on that, and I'm going to link it right here. I want you guys to go ahead and watch that. You can watch it after this video, before this video, whatever you want, but I do speak in detail over there on what my different streams of income are. So now let's get right into how I achieved financial freedom and how I made all of these different streams of income work for me. Now, first I want to talk about the importance of having different streams of income, because if you only have one stream and something happens to that stream, all of a sudden you're left out dry, you have your bills to pay and you don't have an income, and that for me sounds terrifying. Like, truly, that is something that scares me. I would never want that for myself or for anybody. So that is why I decided that I am going to prioritize having different streams of income, which means wherever I see demand, I supply. So for example, I started to create videos about, turning your small business into a full-time income, putting your small business products on Amazon, and so on. And when I saw demand for that type of content, I continued to do it, and that brought in a source of income for me, which was YouTube. And then after that, I saw a demand for a course from me. So that's when I started to supply a course, and that brought in another stream of income. So this is very important. Whenever you see demand, you should supply. And that means that you are going to be successful in that field. And keep in mind that whatever your hobbies are, not everybody is very well versed and very professional like you are in your hobby. So you should take that to your advantage and turn that into a stream of income. Now, for me, I always knew that the 9-to-5 life was not for me. I did not like it. I actually started out doing a 9-to-5 job out of university, and I really hated it. I just felt like I was wasting my time. The weather was so good outside in Canada when it's summertime. Obviously, you always want to be spending your time outside because it's so good. It's very sunny, and I was spending 8 hours in the office, 1 hour to commute there, 1 hour to commute back. I just felt like I was truly wasting my time. So I did not like the 9-to-5 life. Now, I do want to say that I know that entrepreneurship or entrepreneur life is not for everybody. Some people like the 9-to-5 life, and some people would rather do the entrepreneurial life where they have different streams of income and they're able to do whatever they want. But even if you do plan on keeping your 9-to-5, I do think that you should still explore the idea of having different streams of income. This idea is so popular for entrepreneurs, but anybody that works a 9-to-5 doesn't really put it into consideration. But what happens if something happens to the company that you're working for, or you get fired, or you get laid off, or we get another pandemic and everybody all of a sudden is unemployed? So that is why even if you're working a 9-to-5, I do believe that you should have multiple streams of income so that you do have a safety net and you don't have all of your eggs in one basket. So yeah, I did not enjoy the 9-to-5 life, and that is when me and my husband, we decided to start a Shopify store where we were selling sunglasses. And I've spoken about this before. I've spoken about my business multiple times before on this channel. I have a business called Own the Trend where I sell sunglasses on Amazon FBA, and I also sell them on Shopify. Yeah, so we decided to start this business on Shopify and it was doing great. We were doing about $1,000 a month, and keep in mind that most of this revenue was actually coming from Egypt, where I am right now, because we are Egyptian and we saw a demand here. So again, we see a demand, we supply. So we saw a demand here for cool, funky sunglasses, and we supplied our sunglasses here. So we were making around $1,000 a month from Shopify off of our Egyptian market. And then I realized that there was crazy potential on Amazon FBA. Amazon did not have sunglasses that were similar to ours. I felt like I could bring something new to the market and something different, and that is when we started selling on Amazon, and we saw the demand, people were liking our sunglasses, and we supplied, and then we were successful on Amazon FBA. And if you guys are interested to start an Amazon FBA business, this is basically what I'm all about. I do have a course on it, and I also have a free training that you can attend, and I'm gonna have the link to the free training in my description. All right, before we go on with the video, I do want to thank our sponsor for today's video, which is rebate.com. You guys already know I love Rebate. I always talk about them on my social media channels. Rebate is a great website if you want to build your email list for your e-commerce store, or if you want to collaborate with macro influencers. So macro influencers means any influencer that has over 50 or 100,000 followers. So they are truly big. They have a lot of influencers that have millions and millions of followers. And the great thing is you don't actually need to go through an agent to collaborate with them. All you do is you go on Rebate, you create an account, you choose the e-commerce platform that you are using, whether it's Shopify, Walmart, Amazon, they cover everything. And then you basically send a link to your product to the influencer, and they will review it. And if they're interested, then they will go for the collaboration, and it's as easy as that. All of the rates are very clear. They're out there in the open for you to take a look at. You don't need to start negotiating. It's very easy and simple. So this is why I love Rebate. I always use them, whether it's to build my email list, whether it's for rebate campaigns, whether it's for influencer campaigns. So thank you so much, Rebate, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. All right, so now back to our Amazon store. So with Amazon, I believe the reason why we were so successful on there is because I combined my love for social media marketing that I was already doing for my Shopify brand, and I applied that to Amazon. Because when I tried to do PPC and I tried to follow a lot of the courses that are already out there for Amazon FBA, I realized that all of these courses just teach you how to source a product, do PPC ads, which is the paid per click advertising, just to push your product up to the front of the page, and then you spend money for that. That's very expensive, and then it's your luck. If you're successful, you're successful. If not, then you just lost a bunch of money, and I did not like that risk at all. And that's why I decided I'm not going to go with the PPC way of starting an Amazon business. I'm actually going to combine social media marketing, which was already working great for me, and I'm going to, instead of direct people to my Shopify store for this one specific style of sunglasses, I'm now going to direct them to my Amazon store. And it worked out great because number one, influencers loved to promote my sunglasses because they do actually get a commission from Amazon's pocket when their followers purchase these sunglasses. And it's very convenient for the customers because Amazon, they have the Prime delivery, they have same day delivery, and they do have the 30-day money back guarantee where they can get a refund if they didn't like the style. So it was very easy and a no-brainer impulse purchase basically. So I combined my love for social media with the Amazon FBA market, and to me that was a match made in heaven, and that created an income stream for me. So at that point, I was actually making videos on social media about fashion, about makeup, just because I am really into that. I have a lot of that type of feminine energy. I'm into fashion, I'm into makeup, but I realized that I actually wasn't a professional in these things. I was not a professional in doing makeup. I was not a professional in fashion. I love it, but I'm not, super well versed in it. And throughout my day-to-day life, I was actually mostly speaking about business. I was speaking about Shopify. I was speaking about Amazon. All I was doing all day long was watching videos videos about Amazon FBA. I was trying to find new courses about it. So I realized that instead of creating content about something that I wasn't really paying much attention to throughout my day, I was now going to divert my focus on social media to talk about small businesses and Amazon, and that is when my social media platforms took off. And truly, I believe when you are genuine to what you love and genuine to your hobbies, that is when everything starts to make sense and take off on its own. And then afterwards, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I saw a demand for a course. People were really wanting a course from me on how to sell on Amazon, how to put their products on Amazon, how to use social media to market their Amazon product. And that is when I created a course, and that created another income stream for me. And now I have over 1,300 students in my course, and I have a private Facebook group, and we have a whole community. So that again created a different income stream for me. So I've tried to diversify my portfolio as much as possible. All right, guys, so I don't want to keep blabbering on about this, but this is basically what I mean by diversifying your income streams. And this is how I achieved financial freedom for myself, because now to sustain most of these income streams, I actually only work on my business around 4 to 5 hours a week. And I've hired virtual assistants. I've kind of streamlined my business so that a lot of the tedious tasks that I was previously doing every single day, now I have virtual assistants for, and they do it, and I get to enjoy my time doing what I actually want. And in my free time, that is when I work. So yeah, this is what financial freedom means to me. I think it's very important to be able to leverage money as a tool to live your life and not work for money and have that be your life, because there's so much to experience out there, and you know, you don't want to waste half of your life just sitting in an office and, you know, not experiencing what the world has to give, basically. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty short and brief, but I did really want to touch on the subject. And thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much Rebate for sponsoring today's video, and I'm going to have a link to Rebate in my description box if you guys want to check them out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.